Just like small ones, just enough to
What would you
bump it up a bit.
What would you swap out? What other brain sense would you swap out to increase memory? And like you have to install a few gigs of RAM, but like
Okay.
you got to get rid of something else because there's not enough space in the tower.
I mean, I guess I'd take shit eyes like you guys have.
There isn't a part of your vision. I was like, you're trashing our eye color. Like that's not your brain.
Yeah, no, I would take blue eyes. If that made me smarter, I would definitely have blue eyes.
Okay, so you'd go worse vision.
Yeah, I would bump
for
the
better
vision
memory.
down, and then
So you downgrade your graphics card to get better memory.
yeah, and like I would probably skimp on smelling too, but I'm sure that probably doesn't like get you a lot because I feel like.
What if you go olfactory in the sense of it's like
Hang
taste
on.
and smell? Like
No, I
drop down taste and smell down to like 60%, and then that gives
Okay.
you like 40% better reading comprehension.
If I could read like at a high school level,
yeah.
I'd probably take.
What
that.
if you could? So you can read it at a high school level, but smell at a middle grade level.
What does that mean?
It's a mixture of grade
Axe
school and
body
middle
spray
school. Oh
and-
yeah, you can. You can only smell Axe, body odor, and like Salisbury steak.
That's such a specific memory you're bringing back right now.
Those are the big three of middle school, of course.
Yeah, I think I would take that.
And the scented highlighters.
Okay, I'm on it now. I would do that.
But you can read Othello well, I guess. Hello and welcome back to the Judgiest place on the internet. My name is Josh.
My name is Rick.
And my name is Christian.
And we are
The Judgies.
We might need to change our intro because now we're sort of going counterclockwise. I guess we were before, but now it's like off.
Now
it's like
it
weird to
feels
skip.
wrong.
It's weird to skip over Christian vis-a-vis the camera and then.
But
Listen, audio listeners, this isn't going to make sense. But we rearranged the pod stewed once again. This is probably the 50th time I've moved my goddamn desk in the past calendar. And
it's
I'm
literally
over it.
only been like a week.
No, full calendar. Calendar
Okay.
year.
Fiscal calendar.
Yeah, since the first quarter of last year. But yeah, hopefully we can get some video out to you guys soon.
We'll see.
That's the idea.
We're aiming. What are we thinking? Like episode 50, we'll probably figure it out.
What? I guess that's only 18 episodes. I was like,
Hold on. Yeah, that sounds right.
It's only what, a quarter of a year.
oh, that's a weird way to think of it. Of course, if you are a new listener, welcome. And what we do here, Christian, what do we do here, man?
We just find stories on the internet, frickin' funny ones, and we read them and then we judge them. Mm-hmm. Mostly we say like, "Boo, you're an idiot. You're you're stupid idiot. Your mom will never love you.
You say that.
Maybe learn how to read better. Maybe
okay.
get taller. You're 27. You think you can still grow to be 6'7"? You fucking idiot."
This is an actual conversation he had with his mother on the phone. I overheard. Just kidding.
But yeah, you just find funny stories on the internet,
And then we say, buddy, it's a bad deal.
It's a bad deal. Our famous catchphrase. And sometimes Erica's the one telling those stories. Want to get into it?
I mean,
No jib, no jab.
I
Right
got you
into
guys.
that content.
I am not reading the titles today.
Very controversial. Very controversial.
this is what a twist.
This is insane.
On this first one, though, I will let you know the too long didn't read version first.
Okay.
And we'll let you decide what's going to happen from that.
Okay.
Okay?
So TLDR
I'm
up top.
I'm very big brained. I'll figure it out.
Can we get a subreddit? Or no?
No.
Okay. All right.
Too long didn't read. Watch the Apple Memories of 2020 videos by yourself first.
Interesting. Interesting.
Any guesses?
It was with a former lover or a dead person. Or both.
He took a really cool picture that was like for sex that was like kind of funny, and he did it where the camera's on the phone. He has his butt towards the camera, and he's looking between his legs and doing like this, but like between his legs.
And then his boss saw it.
And yeah, he had like, his boss was like, "Oh, this will be such a great bonding experience. We'll all show her like our Apple memories." And he's like,
team building experience. Everyone put their Apple memories blindly into the projector in this room.
So, wait, just how close? I was pretty close with the pose, right?
We'll find
I
out.
was close. I've read this one actually.
So
I posted this one.
So anyone that has an Apple device may have noticed that they do these memory videos for 2020. Anyways, I had just discovered this feature and was watching it with my girlfriend. Slowly, other immediate family members joined around us after hearing the chill music playing along with the montage.
Damn, is that the Judgies intro?
That's chill.
We saw some cute pictures of our pets, museum visits, pre-COVID, of course, my girlfriend and I spotting deer, us decorating our new apartment, time spent at my mom's house, visits to forest preserves, and all other no-contact activities that we did this summer and fall. Then it happened. About 3 minutes into the montage, it shifted from a picture to a short clip of me sliding 2 fingers into my girlfriend's vagina.
Nice.
Time froze. Someone said, "Oh my," in the tune of an antebellum age Southern lady. Let me rephrase. "Oh my." I whipped my phone down. People walked away, but a proverbial fly on the wall would have collided with the amount of tension that was in the air, which would require more than just a knife to cut. I'm now home, lying in bed, typing this and thinking about how 30 years from now, this is going to be one of those embarrassing memories that keep me up at night.
What a rad story.
Okay.
Could you imagine?
This has happened to me.
Shut up.
I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Who
man.
doesn't keep a separate
Joshua.
folder? Why is that uploaded to a cloud in your memories?
Yeah.
And also, I mean, I guess he doesn't say. It'd be really weird if they just had one video. like, oh, skip this one, honey. Go to the next one. And it's just back to, like, bunnies. And
I just don't see it. Why do you need the video? It just seems like a pointless thing to me.
just having a single video where it's, like, super up close. And it's just it's literally just, like, boop. And then the video. It's like a 3-second video of just boop. And then it's just done.
Almost like an anatomical, like, scientific video. And it's like...
Giving her a cervical exam.
And as you see here, we're going to insert our digits into the vagina.
That's enough.
All right, and now take that weird mouth noise I made earlier, splice it into the end of that video.
We'll make some macaroni and stir that shit up.
That's insane. First off, fuck Apple for like, look how fun the 2020 was. You know, every photo is just like, just fucking people in their sweatpants, like, it's like...
In Apple's
Didn't
defense,
kill myself today.
Not really that I want to defend Apple, but they've done this for a few years now. It's not a new feature just for 2020.
They stole it from Spotify.
Spotify,
I get it.
your Spotify rap just pops up and it's like, hey man, you doing all right?
You okay?
You listen to a lot of sad music, buddy.
My Chemical Romance on repeat.
Your
Ugh.
most listened to song was I'm Not Okay. And you just listened to the chorus.
We can see you're scrubbing the song to get straight to the chorus and just on repeat. You keep rewinding it also. What? Do I need to call somebody for you? Is this...
Yes, a world where corporations care about individuals.
Mm-hmm.
Also really funny, like, just sitting in a room and playing this thing with the volume up and just, like, the sound just naturally, like moths to a flame, just, like, one by one, family members, like, what's that I hear?
Is this
some chill
is
music?
this chill lo-fi hip-hop to study to?
I was over here staring at a corner doing nothing, and I heard music, and it decided, hey, I'm going to change what I'm doing currently.
How fun.
Oh my gosh. Made it 3 minutes in too. That's impressive. It's just long enough to really grab everyone's attention.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because
Apple knew what they're doing. Apple's like, we're going to get a lot of people with this shit.
there's no way there's not some algorithmical thing to like detect pussies, right? Like,
damn, is that a fucking pussy I see in your phone?
There's
Your
no way.
photo roll?
Like, there's no way Apple can't or doesn't do that to like, because it detects things that have like faces, right? Where
Yeah,
it shows,
like,
here's a face.
Here's this person or that person, and then here's your dog. Here's your ham sandwich. Oops, I mean,
with mayo.
ooh, that was too far.
Can we just...
With ketchup.
Oh, that's even worse.
With mustard.
That's a yeast infection.
You gotta get that checked out, bud.
That's a bad deal, buddy.
That's a bad deal, buddy. I do think. I mean, I'm not a very big picture taker, so I feel like just the fact that they had this many pictures, like, I feel like that video's on your phone, and you gotta have it in the back of your head somewhere of like, oh, I don't remember taking that picture. Like, oh yeah, like I wonder what other. Oh, it ended. Whoops. Like, not gonna get to me fingering my girlfriend in front of Graham.
Oh my.
Oh my.
What's your best Southern oh my?
Oh my.
No, best one.
Oh my.
Quick, add more chuckle. It makes it better.
Oh my.
It's
That was
him
terrible.
chumming.
Chumming?
Yeah.
Chuckle coming?
No.
What's chumming?
It's just, like...
Chuckle coming. You're correct.
It's like, I'm like an advanced cummer. I chum at this point, baby.
Okay.
Like, it's like, kind of looks like the stuff you throw into the ocean to attract sharks. It's like that thick, just gross
Gray,
viscera.
Amorphous blob.
Yeah.
But yours has semen in it.
Well,
And sperm.
usually
All right,
the
on
semen
this
aren't-
note, we're going to move on.
Usually the semen are throwing the chum.
All right.
Speaking of,
We're moving on.
sea shanties blowing up out of nowhere, and there's a Spotify playlist called Sea Shanties That Make Me Drop My Panties. Go check it out. It's pretty good.
Is it as good as carrot-based lunch?
No, I mean, you really got to be in the mood for a good shanty or three.
Okay.
But songs that pair well with the carrot-based lunch is just throw that shit on.
Oh, yeah. It's a great
And
playlist.
obviously best paired with a carrot-based lunch.
Yeah.
But sea
For sure.
shanties that drop my panties. If you want to listen to some sea shanties and drop your panties.
Yeah, there's a possibility it will drop your panties.
There is, of course, an a cappella, like, Viking-esque cover of London Bridge by Fergie.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's a joke because it's talking about dropping panties.
I was excited for the song.
The worst song ever
Josh,
made.
can you please do a cover of this song for us?
Yes, please.
You have till the end of the week.
Listeners?
Oh, I thought we
your
were just
thing.
doing an impromptu live. Okay, good. I'll do it. I'll do one by the end of the week.
Okay, so we're moving on. Not reading the title. I proposed to my fiance last week. Her and my sister have always gotten along really well. Last night, my fiance began getting screenshots from random people of a post my sister had made in this group of over 110,000 people bashing my fiance's ring. We didn't even know these types of groups existed. My fiance is incredibly upset. I called my sister and told her to take it down. She apologized but said it's too late to take it down.
Whoopsies, whoopsies.
And it was all in good fun. She said the people in these groups just do it for laughs and don't mean any harm by it. Regardless of the intent, harm was done, and now my fiance and I don't want my sister to come to our home for Christmas dinner. It says some shit about COVID. My sister is incredibly upset that I uninvited her, as is my mother. Even though she thinks what my sister did was wrong, she thinks since my sister apologized and since she always has had a dark sense of humor, we should accept her apology and not upset the grandparents by not having all the grandchildren there. I think once I explain to them why my sister was not there, they'll understand. So am I the asshole?
So she just posted a picture of the ring and people fucking ragged on it?
It's a ring shaming group.
Those are... Oh, you sound like you speak from...
Well, it was in the title, but I didn't want to give it away.
Well, no, the way you said that is like, I've been in a few ring shaming groups myself.
I do get recommended, like, there's...
This is that common of a thing?
Yeah.
This is insane to me.
Yeah, there's one for eyelash shaming, hair shaming.
Maybe just like weasel your way
Makeup
in
shaming.
and then just drop the Judgies link.
I was going to say, someone's going to write a post like, I wrote something on relationship advice and this podcast just started going in on us. My sister put the story onto this podcast.
Yeah.
So, now, did they link a picture of the ring?
No, but a lot of people are curious. So
It's 4.5 carats.
it is a 3.5
Holy
carat.
fuck.
That's gigantic.
Okay.
My ring is 1.7.
So twice the size of your ring.
Yes.
Okay. Christian's a cheap ass. Continue.
I picked out a much smaller one and he surprised me. It was very beautiful. It is very beautiful. It's very beautiful. Okay. It's a 3.5 carat round solitaire diamond, like mine is.
That's the problem.
Okay.
She
So
did
it's just a
round.
single stone.
Okay.
She got a round. What a bad cut.
It's not my favorite, but it is a classic cut with a paved band, meaning that there's diamonds all around the band.
Okay.
My sister insulted the band, said it looked gaudy, and said no one will ever believe it's a real diamond, though she knows it's a real diamond from our great-grandmother's engagement ring, and said my fiancé only likes it because she has disgusting taste. She saw the ring before I proposed, and she said she loved it. Whew. It's a family heirloom, and you're just saying that your great-grandmother's ring is fucking ugly.
It's gaudy.
I'm wondering if it's like a thick band with like square diamonds around it.
Like a Super Bowl ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like
that
a class ring, but with a giant diamond on the top of
Yeah,
it.
like a 3.5 carat diamond is gigantic.
Fucking huge. Yeah, that's a really
It's
big.
huge.
And it's a real diamond. That's a really fucking expensive ring.
Oh my gosh. Like we're talking upwards of 35,000.
Jesus, 35,000 bones?
Yeah. Like my ring, I don't even want to talk about my ring. But I'm just saying like
We don't even want to talk about it.
let me Google it.
We got
for
ripped
you.
off. We paid 35,000 bones.
I do think it's funny. How old was the OP?
Did they say?
It didn't say.
It sounds like they're older because the way they're saying like a group with 110,000 people in it, it's like there's not 110,000 comments on this bitch. There's probably like 15 comments
Yeah.
and like 12 likes.
A 3.5 carat solitaire diamond round ring is $75,900.
So it's affordable.
Yeah.
That's the first one that came out.
On our podcast salary, that's affordable.
Yeah. I mean, it's really actually embarrassing that you didn't get Erica at least a 3.8.
This was before the podcast, dude.
Well, and also hers is square, which is less
No,
surface
it's
area.
cushion cut. Thank you.
Duh, you fucking. Oh
I'm
my
sorry.
God.
Last time I looked at a cushion, it was goddamn rectangular.
Let's embarrass ourselves a little bit more, Joshua.
It's actually a square
Yeah.
with rounded edges. That's what a cushion cut is.
Duh.
Huh.
And it's slightly different than a radiant cut, which is also square.
Is this what it feels like when I talk about like fantasy football?
Yes, absolutely.
Because all these terms are just if you ask me tomorrow what the difference between a cushion and a radiant cut is, can't tell you. Probably because of that tumor on my memory.
Nah, dude, the tumor's giving you extra memories. That's why you get deja vu. It helps you remember so good. You're getting future memories.
I'm getting extra. I'm DLC extra.
It's pretty crazy though. The fact that like she even did this to begin with of her own grandmother's ring is pretty fucking rude.
That's fucking hard, dude.
Imagine even if it did look like ass. It's a fucking $100,000 ring. You can't be like, you don't look rich enough to wear that. It's like that's good then. That means it's a wealthy looking ass ring.
Mm-hmm.
Who cares if people believe you if it's real? The only thing that matters that's real is the love.
Oh my god.
I mean, One of my coworkers has one of her great grandmother's diamond rings that she had to reset because she didn't like the previous band. But the new band is literally like an inch thick.
That's bad.
And it's just like a giant diamond and then like a men's ring.
Hell yeah.
On top. It's not my style. It's not for me, dog. But she loves it, and that's really all that matters.
Yeah, that's if the person likes it, then it doesn't. And like, look, this is coming from a podcast where we literally our entire premise is to judge people, but
cool their jets on people's personal possessions. Come on.
I just don't think it's that big of a deal in terms of like that it got posted to this website where people can make fun of it. It's whatever, because like you can post like the most extravagant house in the world, and people be like, actually, that looks too cold to live there, and it's like someone likes it, so like, fuck you, it costs $30 million, so like,
right.
Or you could post the shittiest house in the world, and people be like, get money.
Yeah, the internet's never happy, but I don't know. I just feel like once she's confronted about it, she should have apologized and taken it down like they requested. Like that's the only.
This little sister's making it way harder than it needs to be.
Yeah.
Just like, it's too late to take it down. Like,
Whoopsies.
I'm getting so much karma. I'm getting so much karma
It's
from
Facebook
this
group. So
The serotonin feels so good. Look, there's 100 comments on this. They're all calling you a fucking idiot. It feels good.
It's already been reposted to Parler. I can't take it down.
I couldn't possibly censor myself.
Everybody took screenshots, and it's all over every single social media site. I can't.
I do think we need to like infiltrate these groups and be like, wow, you guys are pretty good at judging. Almost as good as our podcast, and then drop the link on them.
You can't say my podcast. Just be like, I heard a story just like this on this podcast.
the top comment says, tell her she's been posted in a not invited to Christmas shaming group, and it's too late to take it down.
That's smart. That's smart.
It just, I don't understand why people make like familial, like these people that you have to see for the rest of your life, theoretically, or the rest of their lives. Why do they make it so fucking difficult to live with each other? Mm-hmm. Like, just chill out. Just be like, oh yeah, I was fucking goofing on you. Sorry, sis.
Sorry. A little goof. Me and 100,000 people are just doing a little goof.
Well, how'd they find it? Did they say?
People were screenshotting it and sending it to her. So there's
that
other
means
people.
They're in the group?
Their whole family is like...
But there's something, like, if a group on Facebook isn't private, like, where you have to be joined into the group or allowed into the group.
How
you know
is
what I
this
mean?
not a group that you need to be allowed into?
So if it's not a private group, then if you post something in the group, it'll show up on other people's timeline. So if they've got mutual friends...
That makes sense. Look, I think my theory of these people being, like, Gen Xers is gotta be, like, true, because they're posting on Facebook. They don't understand online community sizes. The band is extremely expensive, which means they probably have good paying jobs. Like, these people are probably like 50 and 60 on their like third marriage.
Maybe, but they've got grandparents still around.
Yeah, they fucked young.
That's fair. I mean, my whole family is very young. I still have great grandparents.
They all fucked young.
Yeah. They've got grandkids.
Could be.
So
a minimum of grandkids. They might have great grandkids.
They've got 100,000 grandkids in that group.
It's just the family.
That's why the family was screenshot. That's why the family was screenshotting it immediately. Like, which one of y'all put this in there? Someone put a picture of Meemaws. Burstone. God, 75 G's on a fucking ring.
Mm-hmm.
That's.
I mean, prices vary depending on the quality of the diamond and.
That's almost the cost of my mortgage.
The 4 C's.
That's almost the cost of my house.
That was a lot more than our house. We got a good deal.
Imagine trading a diamond for a shelter with multiple rooms and baths.
Mm-mm.
Nah, I'd take the diamond.
People
would think more of me.
Well, to be fair, houses last 150 years?
Plus?
Diamonds are forever.
Could you imagine holding
Forever,
$75,000 on your hand?
At all times.
At all times.
There's no way you couldn't wear it out. You could only wear it to like fancy regalias.
I don't even know what that means.
Regalias. I don't know. I'm just throwing it in there. See if it works.
Nobody fact check that.
I'm sure our DM will probably be like,
actually.
Hey, fucking idiot.
and that's
Have
fair.
you tried opening up a dictionary, you fucking moron?
Yeah. I'm just fucking flabbergasted over here. I think the only rings that should be in that is like if someone like bought like a ring pop. I was like, honey, I couldn't afford the onion ring.
Love you, silly. Love you, silly.
I love you, silly.
I bought you this big ring, dummy.
You idiot. When you bought me that ring, I thought you were so stupid, you idiot. All right, let's get on to the next one.
All right. You want the next one or a break?
The next one.
The next one.
Please.
You got it.
Make this one at least 3 carats. Uh-oh.
For Christmas,
Huh?
my boyfriend got me a butt plug.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
A butt plug in an alternate timeline is like someone who like sells butts in the black market or like on the side because like butts are illegal. Like, hey, you got with that butt plug, dude? You got that plug?
Yo, you got that butt, dude?
And like they don't use their own stash. Sorry, their own stash.
No, it doesn't work
All
there.
right,
It's not funny.
continue.
Tonight, I knew I was going to be left alone because it was a family movie night, and I told him I wasn't feeling well. So naturally, I went ahead and watched a YouTube video about butt plugs and stuck it inside.
You can just watch that on YouTube?
There was also a big jump between. Did they already own the butt plug? And if you already owned it, why'd you need to watch a tutorial video?
Are you saying that OP owned the butt plug?
Yeah.
For Christmas,
Oh,
my boyfriend got me a butt plug.
I had already forgotten.
Oh, did you have your earplugs in? Did you watch a YouTube video on that?
I had my nose plugs
That was
in.
so aggressive.
I had my nose plugs in. I just didn't smell that
Sure.
something was fishy here.
I like that.
Okay.
I'm still caught up on the fact you can just watch a YouTube video. I'm like,
Yeah.
just like,
You can watch like there's like if it's an educational video, it can have like nudity and stuff in it.
I think we should take a break, guys. I think
Christian's got some research to
Gotta
do.
Google how to insert butt plug. Actually, just YouTube it.
I sent a couple pictures to my boyfriend, and while I was having a fun...
Search the web for that. Just
That's because I said Google. Continue. Sorry.
I sent a couple of pictures to my boyfriend, and while I was having my fun time, my dad knocked on the door and told me to come join the family. I didn't want to, but I hadn't been with them in a while. I study and I live in a university halfway across the country, and it was one of those rare occasions where everyone, my 2 brothers, my mom and dad, and me, were at home. And with the whole appreciating the small things due to the pandemic mindset, I decided to go downstairs and watch a movie with them,
Oh.
with the butt plug still in.
Huh.
do you think
You gotta take it out.
do you think when the dad knocked on the door is like and just like just sucked it in just a little deeper?
Like a cartoon character accidentally swallowing a keyhole.
Yeah.
They're like trying to put it in the door, and then somebody knocks, and they're like, "Goo, goo."
Yeah, it's Star-Lord, it's like whoop, and it's just a little bit.
Did we read this story?
And that's why she couldn't take it out to go see her family. She's just like,
It's in there forever
it's
now.
gonna take too long. They're gonna notice something's up.
Did we read this story on the podcast, or is this from something else? Where somebody trained to like poop and hold it, and then like let it out and suck it back in?
What?
We did not talk about this on the podcast. We'll come back around to this.
Maybe I'll read
story.
it. Maybe I'll read it next week. I'll see if I can find her if that was from like a TV show or something.
Really?
It was just deja vu.
Wait, was this me? Am I currently holding a shit?
Our couch is really old, and we don't want people coming in and out of the house to fix it with the pandemic going on. So we just had this microfiber plush blanket on top of the couch. I sat in between my brothers, and since the room was dark, I was 100% sure no one could tell that I had a butt plug in. I mean, no one would be able to tell with the lights on anyway.
Okay. I was gonna.
I'm
ask
walking
that.
around with my butt cheeks spread, and it's like, no one's the wiser.
It's actually got a tail attached to it.
She's wearing like a nightgown, so it's super flowy, and it's just sticking out like 4 inches.
It's like the little kid sneakers. It's like glowing every step she takes.
Do you think they make
The
those?
faster she runs,
A Skechers shape up for your asshole. You have to pretend. No, this is what happened. It was a long-ish butt plug.
Christian
and
just laughs. Already gave himself the hiccups.
you-
I'm gonna hold it in. It's
when
alright.
the dad knocked on the door, she right up into her little butt, and it was stuck. So she went downstairs and had to pretend like she was like a witch riding a broom, even though she's 32. And so she just had to be like, "No, I'm just riding a broom." Or she has like one of the horse things. It's like, "Yeah,
I'm just really into horses now.
oh wait, it's dark. I don't need this. The lights aren't on."
I was immersed in the film, and I sat very still and comfortably in one spot. The film ended. My parents went to bed, and my brothers and I all stood up at the same time.
Brown spot.
Now, you could see our butt imprints on the blanket,
Hmm.
but you could also see a distinct mechanical, non-human body part heart mark right on my butt imprint.
Ah, the classic heart butt plug.
Like it was perfectly
Classy.
outlined and white contrasted with the other part of the blanket. My brothers saw it because they were comparing their butt sizes on the imprints.
Oh my god.
That sounds exactly like something brothers would do.
Dude, I can't even see your butt plug. You must have sucked it all the. Whoa, little sis!
Did Dad startle you too and it got sucked in way too deep?
'Cause it's in too deep. Okay.
They assumed for a second I sat on something. They started looking around to see what it was, then realized it wasn't what I sat on.
What is that? Scratching it and sniffing.
No, I don't like that either. They started looking around to see what I sat on, but then they realized it wasn't what I sat on, but what I had in me that was marked on the blanket.
Dun, dun.
I in my mind, it was like a 25-second search, and she's just standing there like, hope they don't find out. Like, waiting for like them to eventually deduce. Deduce?
Deduce.
Hang on.
I feel like in my brain a butt plug. How is
What a sentence start.
how is the butt plug leaving a mark? Like, don't you think?
I'll show you a picture.
What if she got a flat ass?
All right, yeah,
She
I'm
ain't
just double
cheeked up, yeah.
I'm just double cheeked up, so I don't get it.
No words were exchanged. One of them just went over, smoothed all the imprints, and erased the butt marks on the blanket. They walked silently to their rooms individually, their individual rooms. I am currently in my own room, and I feel like God did me wrong to expose me like that. Honey, you did that yourself.
Yeah, that ain't God. That's the work of you and the image of.
It is what it is. Unlike my boyfriend who's laughing about it now, maybe I'll be able to laugh about it sometime in the future. For now, y'all can enjoy this story. It's my late Christmas gift to you all. Too long didn't read? Got a butt plug in. Sat with my family. Butt plug made a very visible and obvious indentation on the blanket, which my brothers all saw.
What? Yeah, okay. These brothers are weirdos.
I think that's very funny because I do imagine all the brothers, all these siblings are like 26, 29, 31, and they're just like, oh, dude, your butt, dude. Our butts fit right on top of each other. And then they're like, sis, does your butt fit here? And they're just like,
The top comment says, at least your brothers know what to get you next year for Christmas. And then the reply says, what, anal?
Oh.
yikes. I don't like that
What
one.
are you doing, actual bro? Disgusting. All right, she did link a picture of the butt plug.
In?
No, like what it looks like.
I mean, I can imagine.
Looks like that.
Look at that. There was 2 sections of it. She did.
Okay.
Accidentally.
Can we get that on camera here?
We're not going to be able to get it on camera here.
That's camera. Focus on that. It's a nice little black heart.
It's classy. Elegant.
Nice little black heart for the little brown fart.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like heart-shaped butt plugs are like the angel wing back tattoos, or like the like what's like the most common tramp stamp. It's like It's just like a nice like. It's like a little.
Like the Playboy bunny stamps
Like
that
a
they used to do
Playboy
with
bunny.
the tanning
Like the-
salon.
Okay.
It's just very classy, very, very un-gauche of itself.
Sure.
What a cool word.
I heard the word gauche on a podcast yesterday, and I was like, I'm gonna use that.
It's
Okay.
like gorsh. I'm gonna use
gorsh.
that word.
Listen, maybe it's my lack of knowledge of butt plugs, but I am gonna have to side with Christian here. I feel like if you're wearing pants of any, unless you're wearing leggings, in which case, if she stood up, you would
It would look
see,
like she pooped her pants.
you would see
Got a little turd in her.
You would see that, yeah. If you're leaving an imprint while sitting, you would imagine you would see that through the pant.
Not necessarily.
I don't
Your
leave
cheeks
like
spread a little bit when you're sitting down.
now when you sit on a bubble butt dump like me.
Yeah, maybe me and Christian are.
I'm just hovering
too,
a little bit every time I sit on.
We're just too blessed to.
I just feel like I don't know. Like, don't you think like my balls would leave a mark on stuff?
That's a fair point. That's a fair point because my balls are right where my asshole is.
Huh? You're sitting on your own balls?
I have a very small taint.
Doesn't that hurt?
My taint is minuscule.
So you're
Guys.
saying it's a fake story?
No,
I would never say that was a fake story.
Josh
Also
would.
funny to
All I'm thinking is, what if next week
We all get matching butt plugs.
and we all put down a microfiber blanket and we'll just see like,
we'll test it out.
yeah.
That's not the worst idea you've ever come up for a podcast idea. There's been worse. That's all I'll leave that at.
Yeah.
It's really funny to me when they're like, we all got off the couch at the same time. It's like they were all sitting there, all like joined hands, and they're like, one, two, three.
That's some SM6 shit.
Yeah. Maybe do we need to do an SM6 deep dive on the pod?
No.
You could do it for a Circle Jerk sometime.
I think we're good.
SM6 is just for those who aren't aware, is just a
Super
family 6-member band that's just like
Kind of cringy, to be honest.
entirely cringe.
Yeah.
But
I was saying kind of cringy to be nice because they're kids, but like, it's bad.
that's the thing is you can't rag on them too hard because I think the oldest is like 21, but the young it goes down to like 12. So you're like, oh well.
To be honest, they've got more musical talent than I have in my entire being, like in one finger than I have in my entire being, but it's still not.
It's still not good.
Still not good.
Yeah.
I would say like great. They're doing their thing. They're
Sure.
loving it.
They look like they're having fun.
All right. Let's hit a break. Does that sound good?
Little breaky break.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good to me.
Bye. For now.
Bye.
We're gonna come back from the break in
We're
5,
back.
4, 3, 2, 1. And we're back. All right.
I knew it.
I got it. When you're sitting at the light and you're like, and 3, 2, 1. Green light now. Speaking of green light, let's give Christian the green light. We're gonna hit him with the circle jerge. Of course, the circle jerge being where we throw something around this circle, and we try to get it so we're judging each other, and/or you guys can judge us. Nice little sort of like a give and a take. Like we go onto these sites and we make fun of people's engagement rings, and then you get to come here and make fun of Erica's wedding ring.
No.
So,
No. Mm-mm.
Christian, what do we got for our circle jerge?
This week's Circle Jerge, I'm titling Business Expense.
Business expense.
Yep. And I just found a couple cool things. Facebook Marketplace has really been throwing me some cool ideas.
All right.
I'm getting a couple Etsy ads, and they're just like, why are we not buying this for the podcast? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if we talk about it on the podcast, then we can write it off as a business expense.
Okay, so can we workshop the title to instead of it being business expense, we should do buy it, try it, or fly it.
That means
Try it, buy it, try it, judge it.
No, that doesn't roll off the tongue much.
We do.
But the problem is, I don't want to buy any of these things.
Purchase or judge this?
Now that
Purchase or judge
that might
this?
be something.
All right, let's go and do purchase or judge this.
I think I still like it. I feel like the business
Business
expense
expense?
just is
Yeah.
a little easier on the tongue and the ears. First thing I found, I know Erica might be a fan of this. Croc Spurs.
So Spurs, like the boot.
Yep,
Well-
yep. They're spurs that go on the back of your Crocs. We can try to throw in a photo of this later.
You attach them to the Croc.
Yeah, so you know the 4-wheel drive section of the Croc, the strap on the back? You've never heard throw them in a 4-wheel drive?
You don't, by putting the strap up on the
Yeah.
ankle?
Yeah.
I've never heard that.
So you
It's the yee yee
That's
bar.
functional?
yeah, so they don't.
I didn't realize those were functionals. I thought those were like you put them on top for the style.
No.
No,
You put them on top so you can slip them on real quick and easy when you just,
and then when you gotta like,
do something
Like,
So this
crazy.
is the Croc equivalent of Heelys.
yeah,
When you got to kick out the heel, you're just like, I got to get the bar on.
yep. So this is literally just an extension for spurs on the back.
Now,
$26. Do you think that's
per or pair?
per pair?
Okay.
That's too
So
much.
now, forgive me my ignorance if I get this wrong. Spurs are in order to like kick the side of a horse to make it get going, right?
Yep.
This is maybe, again, out of my realm of knowledge. You don't wear Crocs on a horse
Correct. Yes.
unless
Wait a
you're
minute.
riding an alligator. Maybe they're Croc Spurs. Maybe.
Croc Spurs.
Yeah.
It was in the name already. What?
Yeah.
How did we not get that? I should have saved the description. I only saved
The picture.
the picture of it.
So that the picture with the Spurs on the Crocs were like, warning, not what this is intended for. And if you would have slid over one, it would have been a dude healing an alligator.
I
in
should
the
have just
Nile.
gone to the second photo.
Yeah.
You always got to go to the second photo. at
Well, are we
least.
talking alligators or crocodiles?
Look, Erica, I knew as soon as I said alligator in Nile, healing an alligator in Florida.
We're gonna go on the next one real quick because it's a weird one.
See you later, alligator.
Can I?
On to the next one.
Can we just wait a little bit of a while, crocodile? Because there is a cool fact. The only place where there's crocodiles and alligators coexisting,
In a zoo.
well, other than
Cape Man
zoos, in the
2?
wild, Florida,
Hmm.
and then some parts of China.
Wow.
Kinda wild.
Interesting.
Wow.
This is a podcast where you learn things.
Don't fact check me.
This one seemed a little weird, and
The last one seemed normal. This one's weird.
this one is freeze-dried Skittles. I thought
Okay.
kind of weird.
Why do they need to be freeze dried?
Don't know. Got it twice from 2 different vendors are selling freeze-dried Skittles.
Must be a popular item.
Or not.
And the crazy thing is, one vendor's trying to sell it for $12 for 4 ounces, while the next vendor is selling it for $8 for 5 ounces. They're
got-
really undercutting them on that.
No, see, Christian, you have a very small brain, so you don't understand marketing. That's the same vendor. They just use a different name to set the market at a higher value so the second one can swoop in, make it seem like you're getting a value. So you're like, why would I want freeze-dried Skittles? That's weird. And now it's on your brain. And it's like, also, I'm not going to pay $15 for 4 ounces. And then you see the next one, and you're like, I got to get these. It's $8 for 5 ounces.
That's a steal.
That's insane.
That's almost as cheap as peppers.
I don't even know what they are, but I need it.
So you're telling me that Penguin's Corner and Dude Freezes is the same company?
Which one's more expensive?
Dude Freezes?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, this all tracks to me.
All right. Since we're shooting down the freeze-dried Skittles, this one seems like a good deal. All right. A pair of night vision goggles for $25.
Okay. What's the catch?
That
That's it.
they work. They're lightly used.
Are they like the night vision goggles that came with like the special edition COD 4?
No, they're the night vision goggles that are in the classic film Jurassic Park.
Ah, they're the night vision goggles. That's when you have a nightlight on while using Listerine.
Boom.
So are we really against? I thought this one I would actually be able to sell you guys on.
Oh, I'm down for night vision goggles.
Think how cool it would be.
We should all get them, and then we can play Ghosts in the Graveyard. But
That doesn't that ruin the point
Yeah, that
of
ruins
Ghosts
the
in the
part.
Graveyard?
But we should play Ghosts in the Graveyard. How fun! We'll get the whole neighborhood involved. Maybe not your neighborhood.
Get all the kids.
We'll
Get
get
all
our-
the neighborhood kids.
We'll get our neighborhood involved.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go and not play with kids in the dark. Sound
Children,
good?
come here. Come hang out with me at night. Alone.
Come hide and see if I can find you, and just me alone.
All right.
Maybe just our friends then.
I was thinking we got the video going on the podcast. Maybe we invest $1,000 to get a DJI Inspire 1 drone.
Get a drone shot?
Think how cool if we had a drone shot. Like, we got this camera, and then drone shot just backs out, break through your window.
Of course.
And just get a cool shot.
Get to the
Just
wide.
For $1,000?
Yeah.
But then it's going to cost another $1,000 to replace the window that you break.
And we'll do it every episode because we make so much money.
Yeah, that would easily quadruple our profits. And we're already making a decent amount of cash.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Imagine getting a drone shot aerial and just up 4 feet to the ceiling.
All right. I can feel the bad energy in the air. How about some smudge sticks? Some sage smudge sticks.
I'd be down.
What is a smudge stick?
It's sage and eucalyptus and some other herbs.
It's got sage, white lavender, and it's a 3-pack. And you light it, you smoke it, and you go through your house and you just get the bad vibes.
You don't smoke it.
Well,
You do
light
not
it on fire,
inhale it.
get it smoking, and then you go through your house and you smudge the bad vibes.
What's the
out.
difference between that and incense? Incense you just let burn, or do you put incense out and let them smoke, or do you light it?
You light it and then
light
it
it,
just smolders.
And yes.
Okay.
Which is basically what
Colby
a smudge...
or
otherwise.
Got it.
I think Colby. No, maybe Jack.
Yeah, very good.
His joke was better.
Thank you.
No, I wasn't.
So,
talking.
what was the cost on these bad boys?
Okay, so it's $10, but it was $14. It's
Okay.
on sale, so
Okay.
we're getting a deal.
That's $4 off.
But it's also $4 for shipping. So,
Where are they shipping from?
I
I didn't realize Marketplace had
it doesn't even
avenues
say,
set
to be
up.
honest.
to do shipping.
But it'd be first class postage from the USPS. So probably only take
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
What are we, fancy or what?
This one seems like a wild thing to be selling on the marketplace.
It's a child.
Edibles. You guys want THC edibles?
How much?
$17.
For 8 ounces of freeze dried edible Skittle.
Doesn't really say, but the wild thing is they ship it to you. It's
Are
a
those
$5 shipping.
Rice Krispies?
That's a thing
Yeah.
now, man. There's actual companies that ship you.
How is this? Isn't that still a federal crime? Can't you not ship it?
You just got to use FedEx
Okay.
instead
yeah.
of USPS.
That makes sense.
That way it's not a government entity.
That's only $17, guys.
That's a steal.
I guess 22 once you're paying for shipping and everything.
Oh
But
my god. Shipping, man. When are we going to be able to prime me some goddamn edibles?
it's just so cool that
I bet
drug
in the
dealers
next
can
couple
just
years.
Yeah.
drug dealers can reach it through the marketplace, Facebook Marketplace. It's so rad to me.
Did you see that somebody got caught using a drone to drop off drugs in somebody's yard?
That's amazing.
That's big brain.
That's such big brain. And then whatever city police got their own drone so that they could follow it.
What a good use of fucking government money.
That's pretty funny.
We need to keep funding the police. This one's not as much for the podcast, but I think we could all benefit.
I think a lot of these were for the
What?
pod.
What were the
Every
edibles
single-
for?
The podcast.
Okay.
What about the freeze-dried Skittles?
The podcast.
Now that-
Nobody wants to listen to us eat
Cold
Skittles.
3 episodes ago, people are listening to us eat.
Yeah, but that was not my idea.
I will
so.
say there is somebody that I know who wants to do a la how we did our drinking episode, do a 420 especial.
Whew.
I thought about it a little bit, and then I was like, if we're going to start doing video recording, I don't know if I want to. I can just, imply that I'm high or not high.
Plausible deniability.
Yeah, but once you're on a video, it's like, I need to get around that one.
Well, especially the person that it is has extremely high ADHD, and I don't know what I'm like high, and I feel like it'd be really hard if all of us were high to try to
Stay on task.
make a podcast. Maybe it's a bonus ep.
Fine, I guess I'll fall on the sword. I'll
Behind-
get high, and all
behind-
you guys carry the podcast, while I just sit here, just zonked out, staring at the camera.
We'll do it behind a paywall. That way prospective employers can't get us.
Oh, you're telling me my employer isn't going to pay for my content? Back to the thing, though. Dip clips. This is a little attachment that goes onto your air vent in your car so you can put your sauces in.
Like
Bad
Taco
idea.
Bell cheese.
Yeah, I mean, this one looks like it's specifically made for McDonald's sauces.
Oh, like the square ones?
Yeah. But their tagline is no more sauce, less nuggies.
No more sauce, less nuggies. That seems like a spill waiting to happen.
Uh-huh.
No, that's why you have the clip.
Also, whenever you get fast food, you already have the issue of your car smelling like fast food. Imagine just blowing hot ketchup into your fucking nose. Barbecue sauce in one, sweet and sour in the other.
All right, this is the final one. And this one, I think, more than anything, you'd really need to get for the podcast.
Christian, if this isn't something useful, we're never doing this segment again.
Okay, let me find my second to last one. These ones are
A
Office-
second drone. for the opposite
extra
one.
wide shot.
For the back view.
This one is a Timco genuine leather executive chair.
Ooh, for me?
I think we could all have one.
For $3?
How much is it, though?
$2,000 a piece.
Jesus Christ.
But it's the best chair you'll probably ever sit in.
Well, I mean, sure, but like leather, though. Let's think about this. Leather makes a lot of noises. Not ideal for podcasting.
But you could also fart into leather real hard and it don't make noise, I feel like.
Huh?
Does it make more noise?
Yeah.
I'm vegan. I don't fart into leather. I don't know. That's a strict vegan line. I don't fart into leather. If it was faux
I would
leather,
never fart into leather.
I might fluff into faux leather is what I'm saying.
You're not a
Floof?
girl,
What was
though,
it?
so no fluffing for you.
Okay.
The chair that's a doable thing. Like if we start the Patreon now,
Yeah.
I do not vote for $2,000 chairs.
No,
a piece.
3 $2,000 chairs.
That's, yeah, no.
Now,
Why?
here's the real question. And this is more of
it's
a
Timco.
This is more of like a philosophical question. Do we want to make the best chair we've ever sat in happen when we're in our 20s? That's so early in our lives. Wouldn't we want to like maybe go through the rigmarole of sitting in bad chairs for decades until you hit your 60s or 70s and you finally buy a Timco leather whatever the fuck and plop your sweet little ass in there and leave a little heart imprint?
Okay, that's when you put it that way.
Yeah.
I'm not on board.
We're gonna wait 15 episodes and then get it?
Yeah. Everything's happening within the next calendar, the next quarterly.
That's the thing, guys. I've already put these all into the budget. So, like...
The Judge It. Hang on.
Boo.
No, come on.
The Judge It report?
The Judge It's pretty good.
I mean, it was better than... What was the title you came up with this
doesn't
segment?
matter.
It wasn't.
It was bad, but
bad.
Judge It's better than that, but I'm still not.
You're
about
plaid.
it.
And that's sad.
Loser.
Don't be mad or sad. Be glad. All right.
And I bet the audience is glad that we're moving back into the stories. Rick, let's hear the next one.
last one. For the ep.
Last
Of course, no
story?
titles. The no titled episode. The first one in herstory.
This one's a doozy, guys. Myself, 27 male, and my wife, 27 female, are having a boy. We already have a girl who is now 2. My wife is really into films, like Oscar-type films, and she is an analyzer when watching them. So she wanted to make a gender reveal short film, 10 minutes long, to say that we're having a girl when they had their first baby. Kind of a weird, but I went along with it. We posted it and she was super happy with it because it cost so much. She hired expensive cameras. We drove out to scenic areas for the right shot. I'm working full time during all of this process. It was exhausting. So we just found out that we're having a boy and she started writing a script. I thought, there's no fucking way I am doing that again. So I posted to Facebook, we're having a boy.
Oh, fucking
What
idiot.
a piece of shit.
God.
She's pissed.
Yeah.
She's telling me to delete it, but the damage is done. I don't feel bad. It saved us at least $4,000.
I was gonna guess way more than that. I feel like $4 a good deal.
What I don't get is why she's just making films about gender reveals. She can write a script about anything and not be on a strict 6 to 7 month time limit. So am I the asshole for ruining my wife's gender reveal plan?
How is this another example of someone being like, just delete it? And he's like, it's too late.
Too late.
I already fucking posted that we're having a little chat-a-thin.
Jonathan. Love it.
It's so
Thin
wild.
for short.
It's like so wild, like her artistic take, where it's just this gorgeous black and white movie, just detailing
Oh my god.
the life, and then final scene, it turns to pink and black movie.
It shoots up to the sky and the sun is pink.
Oh
and it's
my-
letting down all the pink onto the...
Can you get their contact information? I could probably direct their next one. They're probably, well, after this fuck up, they probably won't be having another
They're probably
one.
divorced. Maybe your next husband will be more on board with it.
So let's get into this. Why do you think he's the asshole? Because I have a feeling you think he's the asshole.
I think everyone sucks here.
I think it was
But for
a
different
bad
reasons.
decision to just like, I'm just going to do this behind your back, and it totally won't have any repercussions.
And why is this? Because
This-
communication is everything.
This sounds like a trap. It sounds like we're going to get in trouble.
Yeah, were
This is
you
like
trying to get me to admit something?
A parent
No.
being like, and why was it bad to throw a bag of poop on Mr. Johnson's porch? And you're like,
Communication.
is everything.
No, I just feel like most of these, especially ones with relationships, the moral of the story is just fucking talk to each other.
Yeah.
That's icky, though.
I mean, it's sort of like,
Try to talk to your like significant other.
Yes, I try to talk to you every day. Huh?
what's worse, calling a pizza place to order food on the phone or like having a serious talk with someone you love?
They're pretty tied, actually. It's
I was going to say, Christian doesn't like calling in for food, so I
If
think he'd rather
Christian-
talk to me.
If Christian could air his grievances by going onto a website and like typing into a description box, like, man, life would be so much better. Yeah, no pepperoni on this apology. Can I get it delivered in like 20 minutes?
like, could we just text each other deep conversations
No.
instead of like, oh my god, it's 2021. What is technology good for if not communicating with each other?
I'm pretty anti gender
Communication.
reveal parties.
Oh, yeah, that's super
If
lame.
you want to have them, it's whatever. This is better than burning down half of the fucking United States.
Sure. Do I think that they should have spent $4,000 on it?
I still
No.
think they got a good deal at $4,000.
You're telling me that if I wanted to do a gender reveal party, you'd let me spend $4,000?
No,
I mean,
but
it's not in our budget. Our budget's all going towards the Timco genuine leather executive chair.
Here's the thing: is you start
That's
out
2 chairs.
the way to get Christian to go for it is you start out on an $8,000. Like, it's gonna cost us 8 G's, and then you'll be like, it's gonna be 5, and then he'll be like, all right, well that's better, and then you wait a day and like, oh my god, honey, he dropped it to 4. We have to do it now.
It would work.
That's literally how I got most of the things I wanted for the wedding.
It works. It's a tried and true method.
Did you knew you were doing this the whole time?
Just ask Dude Freeze and Penguin Factory, whatever the fuck it was. They know.
The penguin corner?
I think he fucked up by enabling her on the first one. He should have foresaw if he didn't like it, which you're in communication, but he should have foresaw that if they were gonna have another kid, you want to do the same dumbass shit again. It's gonna cost 4 more G's.
I think the real moral of the story here is
Don't rent, buy. This would have been not a problem if they would have just bought the equipment,
Yeah,
spent a little bit more money.
they would have to be doing this whole thing for a lot of more people if they're buying it. But the thing is, like,
Hang on.
you don't have to have
Business
the best...
idea right here. She could do this for a living.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, that's...
People would eat this shit up.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
All right, we're gonna cut this part out of the podcast.
This is our idea. We trademarked this. But no, like, you don't have to have the best equipment. Like, she rented all this expensive equipment, but you could... you do this and we don't have the best equipment. What do you mean?
That's what I'm saying. Like, point proven. You don't need to have the best equipment.
And we're the, I don't know, greatest podcast ever made?
Yeah.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
we're definitely the best podcast ever produced on this block.
Yeah.
For
And like
sure.
like, here's the crazy thing. People don't even see the other side of these microphones, but this is literally just
2
taped
iPhones.
to a tin can. It's a tin can on the other side that's on top of a record recorder.
It's getting ingrained into it.
And then after we record it, we take it down to the local audio engineering shop where they convert it from record, from an audio, like an analog format, into digital, where we put it onto the internet.
It's all very technical.
Yeah, that's why these episodes probably take us 4.5 months to turn around. So sometimes their stuff isn't topical.
Yeah, right. Like,
a lot of the time we're just guessing, you know what I mean?
yeah. Like, we just assumed
Like I said,
there was
I
gonna
am
be,
psychic.
Yeah.
So
Erica had a dream that there would be a storm on the Capitol and that all that would
didn't
happen.
warn anybody though. This
Yeah.
is exclusive podcast content.
Well, the thing is also, we record 2 episodes every time you have a premonition. One for if it comes true and one if it doesn't.
Yeah.
We just release accordingly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got one coming up for when Trump dies in 2 months, but if he doesn't, then we'll just go with the Biden one because he's definitely going to kick it.
And now the FBI are storming our house.
We don't have a backup one for the Biden. It's either he breaks his heel, he gets that hairline fracture, or he's fracturing his life and he's out of here.
Fracturing his life. Why would we fracture this episode?
That sounds great to me, actually.
Let's put a fucking break in it. Well, permanent break, I guess, for the episode. Thank you for listening.
Yes.
If you're
thank
watching, if we decide to put any of this out, thank you.
Boy.
We'll see. Of course, last episode was Erica's hot episode. This time it was my turn. I am wearing a shirt that my girlfriend gifted me with, I think, Bloody Mary's ingredients on it, maybe. It's got hot sauce. It's got a tomato and a glass. It's a very nice shirt. If you guys want to comment on how nice that shirt sounds like, you can do that on our Twitter and our Instagram. Erica, where can they find that?
So you can find us on those 2 websites / apps that Josh mentioned.
And on Parler.
No?
Judgy's official Parler account.
No, thank you. We are at Judgies Pod. That's JUDGIES Pod.
And on our YouTube, where if maybe we post stuff, it'll be on there.
Oh, yes, I forgot.
Which is just
Maybe.
the Judgies podcast on YouTube. We'll put a link to that in the episode description. We'll put a link to that in our social media bios as well.
You got it, man.
You'll have to remind me because I'll probably forget.
We'll do it.
And you know what? If you're having so much fun listening to this episode, and you're like, man, I just want to let them know how much fun I'm having listening to these episodes, write us a review. You can do it on Apple, or you could even send us an email at judgiespod@gmail.com. That's JUDGIS pod @gmail.com.
But you didn't spell out pod. How are they supposed to know?
Pod is 1 letter now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like, you know when you're typing on a digital thing and sometimes there'll be like a .com button? It's just pod.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That makes sense, yeah.
And guys, please share it with your friends.
Share it with your enemies. And share it with your Facebook hate groups. Your
Yes.
your judge groups.
If you're in a judge group, link our podcast, please. We need more judgy people in our lives.
Yes.
World goes around a little bit better if we're all judging it.
You got it. Bye.
Okay, bye. Oh, are we waving? Bye.
Judges love you.